Alright class, today we're going to talk about solving multiple step equations. And we're going to focus mostly when the variables are on one side. When the variables are on both sides, that's going to be something we're going to do later. So you've got the situation, you're buying a movie tickets online for a group of your friends. You have to enter the number of tickets you want on the screen shown. You are using a debit card to pay for the tickets and have a total of $45 to spend. How many tickets can you buy? Explain your answer. So let's start by writing some kind of equation. There are $9 spent on some number of tickets, so I'll call it 9t, plus you got another dollar spent on the same number of tickets. This is the processing fee. And you get charged $5 service fee just for using this online purchasing. And you get a total, you could spend at the most $45. So this is your basic equation. Now you can combine like terms, these two. Combine the like terms and you should get 10t. You're going to add 5 to that, the processing fee, and it'll equal $45. So if you imagine you took away the amount of money you're going to have to spend on the processing fee, $5 and $5, you've got $40 left to spend. Okay, sorry, I'm running out of space here, but so $10 for, I'm sorry, 10 people are buying tickets. $40 is what you can spend. So that means that each ticket can't be more than $4. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, here's the next question. What is the solution of 5 equals 5m minus 23 plus 2m? So once again, if you have terms that are on the same side of the equation, you don't need to do opposites. You can just go ahead and combine like terms like we would normally do. Like we would imagine that this part didn't even exist, and I just said combine like terms. It would be 7m minus 23. However, this does exist over here, and so this is equal to 5. So you do some math, get your m's all by themselves. This is a two-step equation like you learned last class. Add 23. That's going to be equal to 27. 5 by 7, 5 by 7, and you got your answer. Okay, I'm not really sure what that is, but we can find out. We take 27 divided by 7, we end up with 3.85 it looks like. Alright, you can always check your answers by plugging back in and make sure that that is the correct answer. I just realized I made a mistake, so let's fix that. It should be 28. Okay? Hopefully you guys caught that. You weren't just copying what you were thinking while you were writing. So this is 28. 28 divided by 7 is 4. Alright, plug it in, check to make sure your answer is actually right. 5 times 4 is 20, minus 23 would make a negative 3, and 2 times 4 is 8, so negative 3 plus 8 is going to be 5. That's the correct answer. Alright, what is the solution of each equation? Check your answer. So once again, if the variables are on the same side of the equal sign, here's your equal sign, variables are on the same side, just combine the like terms. 11m minus 6m. That makes it 5m. You also got a negative 8. Don't forget to bring that sign down with it. So it's a negative 8. And that's going to equal 22. So then you just got to solve a two-step equation, and you'll be good. 5m equals 30. M will equal 6. Same idea on this side. You've got variables on the same side of the equation. These two particularly, 5y and negative 2y. You combine the like terms. So negative 2y and 5y makes 3y plus 5. On the other side you've got 14. You've got a two-step equation now. Get the part with the variables by themselves. Isolate the part with the variable. So you need to subtract 5. That'll isolate the 3y. It'll be all alone on that side of the equation. The other side has 14 minus 5, which is going to be 9. The last step should be divide by 3. Y will equal 3. Okay, that's the answer to that one. Okay, then we have this question here. Oops. Martha takes her niece and nephew to a concert. She buys t-shirts and bumper stickers for them. The bumper stickers cost $1 each. Martha's niece wants one shirt and 4 bumper stickers, and her nephew wants 2 shirts but no bumper stickers. If Martha's total is $67, what is the cost of 1 shirt? Okay, so let's see. She buys t-shirts and bumper stickers. Let's call the t-shirts T and the bumper stickers B. The bumper stickers cost $1 each. And Martha's niece wants 1 shirt, so there's 1 t-shirt and 4 bumper stickers. And her nephew wants 2 t-shirts and no bumper stickers. You don't have to write this part 0B, or you can. Total should be 67. So I'm starting off so you understand how to change that paragraph into an expression. Okay, then you can combine some like terms, this one and that one. You get 3T. How to combine these like terms, 4B, no B, so you got 4B. Together that equals 67. Okay, we are told in the question that the bumper stickers cost $1. That's $1 right there. So this is 4 times 1. That's 1, so it's obviously 4. Now you may not do this as complicated. Once again, I'm just trying to show you how you could do it if it was a more complicated problem. Subtract 4. It's just a 2-step equation now. You've solved plenty of these. 3T will equal 63. Divide by 3 on both sides, and you'll end up with 221. Okay. So each t-shirt costs $21. Make sure your answer seems reasonable. That seems reasonable for a t-shirt. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, Noah and Kate are shopping for new guitar strings in a music store. Noah buys 2 packs of string, Kate buys 2 packs of strings, and a music book. The book costs $16, and the total is $72. So, Noah buys 2 packs of strings, and we call it 2P. Kate buys 2 packs of strings and a music book. And together that equals $72. You were also told that the book costs $16, so you could just go ahead and substitute in place of M, 16. If you combine the like terms here, you got 4P plus 16 equals 72. So imagine you spend $72. If you take away the 16 you spent on the book, how much does that leave for the total spent on the packs of string? Well, if you do some subtraction here, if you remember how to do this, subtract that 6, makes 56. Okay, divide by 4. You figure out how much it is. So 1, it looks like it's going to be 14, I believe. Okay, so each pack of strings costs $14. You answer the question. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Solve an equation that contains fractions. What is the solution to 3x over 4 minus x over 3 equals 10? So you see that there are 2 fractions in here. You might have to reach back into your brain and remember how to add fractions or subtract fractions in this case, in which case you're going to need a common denominator. 12 is probably the best common denominator for 4 and 3. So you'd have to times this side by 3 on top and bottom, times this side by 4 on top and bottom. Okay. Try it again. So get 12 on the bottom, and on the top you're going to get 9x. You get 12 on the bottom here, but on the top you're going to get 4x. There's subtraction in between them, so we're still going to subtract. 9x minus 4x is going to be 5x over 12. This side of the equation is still 10. We didn't do anything to it yet. And this is a one-step equation which we have practiced over the last couple of days. So you would times by the reciprocal. There's other ways to do this, like you could just times by 12 to get rid of the denominator, and then you end up dividing by 5. But I'm going to do that all in one step. Times by 12 fifths on this side, times by 12 fifths on this side. This side of the equation, the left side, will give you 60 over 60 x. This side of the equation, you make this fractions, multiply fractions straight across, 120 over 5. Now you're going to simplify. 60 over 60 is just 1x, or x. 120 divided by 5 You can figure out what this is. So it was an error. I think it's 24 times. Alright, you can double check your answer, plug it back into here, in there, and see if that actually gives you the right answer. But I'm pretty sure that is 24 is equal to x. I think that's the last question. Alright, well thanks for watching. Appreciate it.